What's up everybody, welcome to Elevation Dent Company. In today's video, we're going to be working on my 450. We're going to be doing a lot of color matching on this, smoking out the tail lamps. Also, make sure you stick around to the end to see this truck sitting on 24s with 37s and leveled out. You're going to want to check this one out. Let's get to it. We're doing a complete color match on the grill. I'm leaving the headlamps alone for now. I don't know what I'm doing with them yet. I'm on the fence about getting some aftermarket ones. Color match on the upper mirror cap. I'm leaving this alone for now. Color matching the lower emblem. Color matching the handles, the belt moldings. Smoking out the marker lamps, the front and the back ones. Getting rid of this sticker. We're going to be smoking the tail lamps out as well. Color match on this platinum badge in the back. Color match on this as well. I'm doing a gloss black 24-inch rim with this with some Toyo 37s and a 2.5-inch leveling kit. So here I'm just using my clip tool, taking all the clips out to remove this cover. I'm trying to get access to the back part of this grill. A couple clips up and through here, and then there's some 10mm bolts. Getting rid of all those, and then there's just metal clips holding this grill into place. I'd recommend using 2 wedges to pop this emblem off. It's held on with just a couple of metal tabs back behind it, but using 2 wedges and then just putting some force behind it comes off pretty easily. These mirror covers are a bit tricky. They're a little bit brittle. You got to take your time with them. I'm putting some tape here around the texture part of the mirror because when I'm using my clip tools and doing all that prying, I want to make sure I'm not damaging the mirror and prying up against that texture part. So I'm just going slow, taking my time. If you guys ever take these things off, basically you have 3 tabs up here at the top, and there's 3 grooves in here at the top of this. What you got to do is stick a clip tool in there and press down on each one of the tabs so it releases up here. Why putting pressure on this? To pop the center up, and then you got that center tab that's right through here in the center, and that thing right there sits in this groove right here. So when you get up underneath here and start putting pressure on that, it like automatically busts that center tab. It doesn't matter. This thing will still stick back on with no problem. All right, so we got the mirrors off, we got the emblem off, we got the grill off. What I'm gonna do next is go ahead and pop these badges off. These emblems here are just held on with double-sided tape. All I'm doing here is just taking my wedge and just slowly releasing the glue from the back side of them. And as you can see here, there's some dirt and grime coming out of the back part of these emblems. So I'm going to take some all-purpose cleaner and basically just clean this panel, get all that grime off before I start using my eraser wheel. And basically I just got an eraser wheel inside my DeWalt drill, getting all that glue, all that 3M tape off. A lot of people freak out when they see me using a torch up against paint, but as long as you're moving fast with it, taking even strokes, it's so much quicker than any heat gun. If you guys ever plan on taking these off, buy the lower clips for these. You can get to the top half of these just fine with a pair of dikes and a couple trim tools, but the bottom half's got a bar that runs through here that's blocking you from getting access to these lower tabs. So if you guys know any tricks to getting these off, leave a comment below. Alright guys, we got all the parts tore off this thing that I plan on doing paint work on. What I'm going to do next here is tear this grill down. It looks like there's a couple layers to it. I'm going to take this black insert out, get all that removed. Once I do that, I'm going to come through and clean everything really good. I'm going to get all this dirt off these panels. As soon as I get everything cleaned up, I'm going to come through and Scotch-Brite all these parts down really good with a red Scotch-Brite pad. Once I get everything scuffed up really good, what I'll do is I'll come through and clean all the parts again with wax and grease remover, and then I'll start moving everything into the paint booth. what I have here is a piece of 800 grit sandpaper, and all I'm doing is just hitting the bulk area of this tail lamp. I want to get as much of it as I can, sand it out, and then what I'm going to do is come through with just that red Scotch Brite pad like I've been doing with all the other parts, and I want to come in and get inside all the little cracks, the little crevices, make sure that I have no shiny parts left. It's really important to make sure you get a really good adhesion, especially when you're doing these tail lamps, because you don't want them peeling later on down the road.
Alright guys, we got most everything all scuffed down. These Fender emblems, like, I know you can tear all this down and take all this apart and all that, but I don't really want to get into all that because I'm painting all this one solid color. If I was doing like a two-tone, like a white and a black on this, then I'd tear all that down. But since I'm just doing all one color, I'm just going to spray the whole thing a gloss black. So I'm going to clean up everything one more time, make sure all the dust and all that stuff's off of it. Then I'm going to move all the parts into the booth. Got everything sitting in the booth besides the tail lamps. I'm going to pull those in dead last after I start clearing everything. Door handles, we got parts of the grill over here, got the emblems hanging up here, Ford emblem there, then I got the back platinum badge there and more parts of the grill, then we got the badges over there. Got this laid out here for the tail lamps. Once I get clear on everything, I'll pull the tail lamps in last, throw them down, and then I'll put the tinted clear on those. The first step I'm going to do is spray this with Bulldog Adhesion Promoter. We like spraying this on these plastic panels to assure that our paint sticks really good. I'm going to lay a medium coat of this down, let it tack for about 10 minutes, then I'm going to come in and I'm going to seal some of these parts off. I'll go ahead and start laying base down, and then we'll go ahead and start clearing everything. I'm going to be spraying Limcoat product on everything. I got some sealer here that's ready to spray right out of the gun, and then I got some Limcoat black. We're going to be painting everything with these GTI guns, one for base and then one for clear coat. All right, I got my first coat of sealer down. While that's drying up, I'm going to go ahead and mix my base coat up. This base coat mixes at a 2-to-1. All right, I'm gonna start putting my base coat down. It's gonna be 2 coats, medium to wet. Time to put the clear coat down. I'm using Limco as well. We're doing 4 parts clear, 1 part reducer, 1 part hardener. All right, it's now time to get these lamps tinted. I got the tail lamps sitting here up on a stand, and I took my marker lamps, I got them laid out over here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and mix my clear coat up. It's 4 parts clear, 1 part hardener, or 1 part reducer, 1 part hardener, and then I'll just take some solid black base coat and just throw some in here. I just kind of eyeball it. The trick to tinting tail lamps is, or headlamps, is the more coat you put on, the blacker it gets. So I'm going with a kind of medium look here. I don't want them too dark. So I'm probably gonna put 2 solid coats on this. If I need to, I'll step it up to 3 coats. Once I get my clear laid down, I'm gonna come through and mix, put some flat clear over top of them just to protect them from rock chips and things like that.
Here's my second and final coat I'm laying down here. For just eyeballing this tint, I'm really happy with the way that it came out. There's really no need to add 3 coats to it. Like I said, I'm not going for that super dark look. I want some transparency here.
All right, I got all the Parches sitting here on top of my bed cover. Everything's dried up. It's ready to be put back together. Picked up a set of these mud flaps. What I'm gonna do is take my old ones off, lay them on top of this, use them as a template, drill the holes for them, and get these things mounted. All right, I got this thing all buttoned up. Here's a quick walk around. Grille's all painted up, looking good. Mirror badge, it's dirty. I got fingerprints and stuff all over it. Upper mirror plate, belt moldings, door handles. They came out real nice. Marker lamps. I really like the way these mud flaps look. Rear tail lamps, in my opinion, for what I'm doing, this is a perfect match because I'm towing a lot of equipment and stuff, so I don't want these things too dark. I want people to see when I have to stop. Platinum badge all painted up. I'm gonna leave these emblems off for now. I kind of like the way the truck looks without them. I'm gonna take this thing down to the rim shop, get the wheels put on it, and get the leveling kit installed. All right guys, here's a finished product on the truck. I went with the 24-inch JTX forged gloss black rim. I think this is the Combat series is what they call this. I also went with a Toyo 37-inch open country tire. I went with a Ready Lift 2.5-inch leveling kit with Bilstein shocks. With the 2.5-inch leveling kit, this thing's got the perfect stance to it. I do a lot of towing with this, so I didn't want to get too crazy with it. The only issue that I have with this truck is that you can't make really tight turns. That wouldn't be an issue at all, but when you're backing up trailers, sometimes that can be a pain in the butt. Thanks so much for watching this video. Let me know what you guys think about this truck in the comments below. Do you like the way it looks now, or do you like it better bone stock? Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you keep a lookout for some of my upcoming videos. I'll see you guys on the next one. Keep putting in that work. Take care, guys.